So in this video I'll be covering inheritance. Inheritance is basically when one class derives from another class. Now what derives means it basically gains access to like all the members of the base class except the constructors and finalizers. Now the reason why you would do it is so that you don't so you can reuse code, so you don't have to like redo the same code twice. Now I'll show a little example that I did here. So we have a monster class. This is based off what you would have in an RPG game. A monster would have some kind of a unique ID to grab him within the code at some point or locate him. The name, the enum for a type. So if it's aggressive, peaceful, or whatever, this could be if this is like Pokemon, this could be fire, water, or whatever. The level, health, and then physical defense and magical defense, and then something to store the attacks and something to actually perform the attacks. Now, for this specific example, there's two types of monsters, one that do magical damage, the other ones that do physical damage. So the difference is that one does physical damage and uses energy to perform those physical attacks, whereas the other one does magical attacks only and consumes mana when he uses his attacks. So if we go here, we go to class, we create our monster, make it public, and let's just copy everything that we have here. Oops, not that one. Where did I close? There we go. There we go. So we'll have the int ID, we'll have string name, just make them public so we can actually access them in a bit. Type, and for the type we're just going to have non-hostile. So that could be something like a deer when they don't attack you at any point. I don't think non-hostile would pass. So let's just do it like this. We'll have neutral, then aggressive. So the neutrals don't attack till you attack them. The aggressive attack you as soon as they see you. Int level. What else do we have? Public int health, and then float physical. What is it? Physical defense, magical defense. And then list of attacks. So let's just make a new class for attacks. It's going to be an empty class for now. I mean, we're not, this is fake, a fake example anyways. It's not like it's a proper attack, but yeah. Public, and then let's just make an array. Attacks, array. There we go. And then what was it called? List of attacks. Well, this is technically an array, but yeah. So, and then we'd have two methods. So we'd have public void, and then perform attack. Then public void, what do we have here? Take damage. So yeah, that's a very nice monster for the game. It has all of the values, but of course it's still missing a few that we want to add. So now let's just do the physical monster. Make it public. And this is what's gonna happen here. So here we make two dots and put monster in. And now we are basically inheriting from monster for the physical monster. And then we are going to do this one more time with magical monster. Just make it public. And then in here, monster. And what were the two variables that we needed? So we needed public float magical damage and public int mana. Whereas here we will put public float physical damage and public int energy. Now that we have all of the values set up, let's go into our program and try out. So let's create a magical monster. And if we type in magical monster, so now we've created a new magical monster, and then if we go here, there we go, we can assign a health value. We can assign the name. So yeah, even though our magical monster class only contains the magical damage and mana, it also has access to everything that we have in monster. So we could quite easily do something like magical monster dot perform attack. There you go. And then this monster would attack. Now, if we go to magical monster and we do physical mana, that is only acceptable to our magical monster. And then if we make a physical monster, just to show it real quick, then the physical monster will not have mana. There we go. Mana doesn't exist, but does have the energy instead. So yeah, that's basically the basics of how inheritance works.